People ask me why I do it, why I spend so much time creating and playing. And I tell them it's a passion to create. For those of you who don't know, I am a professional gamer and content creator for the organization OFM Gaming. I have been with OFM for a very long time. Since its early stages, I was one of its original members. I created some of its first projects, like our original trailer back in November 2018.
I'll show you what it feels like. Now I'm on the outside.
Oh my god.
Now I'm on the outside. Now I'm on the outside.
I also created one of our first montages called Ghost Town, which was pretty successful on YouTube. And if you haven't already seen those videos, I strongly recommend going to watch them. As well, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. So, where did I begin in all of this? Well, back in about mid-season 3, I started hearing a lot about the game Fortnite, specifically the Battle Royale game mode, but I really didn't have anything to play it on. I had a MacBook from 2011, which just doesn't run games very well, and I had an iPad, which hadn't fully yet had mobile support for Fortnite yet at that time. However, I was really wanting to play this game, so using my MacBook, I downloaded the game and tried to play a few games. The first spot I ever landed in my first game was the Blue Factory at Dusty Depot. It was a horribly glitchy and laggy experience, and it was the only game I ever played on my MacBook, as it crashed shortly afterwards. A few weeks later, I wanted to play again. It was still Season 3, so I tried it again on my MacBook. I went into the coding of the Mac and tried to hack it so that it would run smoothly. I put all the settings on the very, very lowest and tried to play. I played a few games, and I remember FaceTiming my friend and wanting to play. We played a few games, and I specifically remember there was a blue circle on the ground, and I got really scared because I didn't know what it was. Turns out it was an airdrop. And that's how much of a noob I was at that point in my gaming career. Later, about a week later, I just couldn't handle playing on MacBook. It would not run. But mobile support had just come out for Fortnite. So I started playing on my iPad. I started to really grind and try to get better at the game. I started hanging out with some current OFM members like OFM King and OFM Hawaii. I used to be known as the mobile guy. Me and OFM Absent were the mobile players, and I really didn't get much respect for playing on mobile. However, I had such a passion to play the game that I kept playing. Eventually, by mid-season 4 and kind of the end of season 4, I finally had saved up enough money for a PS4, me and my brother. So I finally could get a non-glitchy experience to play the game. I had already had a few wins under my belt, and I felt like this PS4 was the real stepping stone to me getting good at the game. I played throughout Season 5, and near the end of Season 5, I created my YouTube channel. It was about September 13th, and my first video was the worst and Best Audio Squad game. It was a squad win we had with OFM Clean and OFM King, and it was just my first kind of content I created. This was really when things started to turn around for me. I started to get really good at the game, and I started to actually create content. I created an Instagram, and I created more YouTube videos as I progressed in my gaming career. Until finally, I joined OFM, and OFM started to really take off. Then after, it was like 6 months maybe, and I finally saved up to get a computer, which had been a long time in the making. And I finally built my computer, and this is really when I started creating content. I started making thumbnails, editing videos, and getting really good at the game.
Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic.